Hey, Idea Hive fam! It's your girl Amira, and I'm here to talk about a topic that's near and dear to my heart, the nice guy syndrome. You know the type, guys who try to be overly polite, accommodating, and agreeable in the hopes of winning someone's affection, only to end up frustrated and resentful when their efforts don't pay off. Well, I'm here to tell you that the nice guy syndrome is a problem not just for the guys who suffer from it, but for everyone around them. In this video, I'm going to break down the 5 biggest problems with nice guy syndrome and give you 5 empowering solutions to help you rise above it and become the confident, authentic, and attractive person you were meant to be. So buckle up and get ready to learn how to break free from the limitations of nice guy syndrome and unlock your full potential as a dynamic and irresistible individual. Let's dive in. One of the biggest problems with nice guy syndrome is that guys who suffer from it tend to prioritize other people's needs and desires over their own. They're so focused on being agreeable and accommodating that they neglect their own wants and needs, which can lead to resentment, frustration, and a sense of powerlessness. The empowering solution to this problem is to learn how to prioritize your own needs and desires. This doesn't mean becoming selfish or inconsiderate of others, but rather learning to communicate your own boundaries and desires clearly and respectfully. By asserting your own needs and desires, you'll be able to build stronger and more authentic relationships based on mutual respect and genuine connection. So the next time you find yourself putting someone else's needs before your own, take a step back and ask yourself, what do I want and need in this situation? Then communicate your needs assertively and respectfully, and watch as your relationships and your own self-confidence soar. Another major problem with nice guy syndrome is that guys who suffer from it often struggle to speak up for themselves. They're so worried about upsetting others or being perceived as difficult that they stay quiet even when their own needs or boundaries are being violated. This can lead to a sense of powerlessness and a lack of respect from others. The empowering solution to this problem is to develop assertiveness skills. Assertiveness means communicating your needs, wants, and boundaries in a clear and confident way, while still respecting others' rights and feelings. It takes practice to develop assertiveness, but the benefits are enormous. When you're assertive, you'll be able to communicate your needs and desires clearly, stand up for yourself when necessary, and build stronger and more authentic relationships based on mutual respect. So the next time you find yourself staying quiet when your boundaries are being violated or your needs aren't being met, take a deep breath and speak up assertively. Remember, you have the right to ask for what you need and to set boundaries that protect your well-being. With practice, you'll become more confident and assertive, and others will respect you more for it. The third common problem with nice guy syndrome is that guys who suffer from it tend to seek external validation and approval from others. They're so focused on being liked and accepted by others that they neglect their own sense of self-worth and self-acceptance. This can lead to a sense of emptiness and a lack of fulfillment in life. The empowering solution to this problem is to cultivate self-acceptance and self-love. This means learning to love and accept yourself unconditionally without seeking approval or validation from others. It takes time and effort to develop self-acceptance and self-love, but the rewards are enormous. When you love and accept yourself, you'll be able to approach life with confidence, authenticity, and resilience, and you'll attract healthier and more fulfilling relationships into your life. So the next time you find yourself seeking approval or validation from others, take a step back and focus on cultivating self-acceptance and self-love. Practice self-care, self-compassion, and positive self-talk. Remind yourself that you're worthy of love and respect just as you are. With time and practice, you'll develop a strong sense of self-worth and self-love that will empower you in all areas of your life. Another major problem with nice guy syndrome is that guys who suffer from it tend to be passive and indecisive. They're so afraid of making the wrong decision or upsetting others that they struggle to make decisions or take action even when it's necessary. This can lead to missed opportunities, a lack of progress, and a sense of helplessness. The empowering solution to this problem is to develop decision-making skills. This means learning to make decisions based on your own values, goals, and priorities, rather than simply trying to please others or avoid conflict. It also means learning to take action and move forward, even when it's uncomfortable or uncertain. So the next time you find yourself struggling to make a decision or take action, take a step back and ask yourself, what are my values and goals in this situation? What's the best course of action for me based on my own needs and desires? Then take action even if it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. Remember, taking imperfect action is better than taking no action at all. With practice, you'll become more decisive and proactive, and you'll achieve more of your goals and dreams. The last problem, call it a challenge that nice guys often face, is the tendency to over-apologize and take responsibility for things that aren't their fault. They may apologize for things they have no control over or take blame for others' mistakes or misfortunes. This can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, and self-doubt, as well as a lack of accountability for others' actions. The empowering solution to this problem is to learn to apologize effectively and take responsibility only for your own actions. This means acknowledging your mistakes and taking steps to make amends, but also recognizing when something is not your fault and refusing to take undue blame. It also means holding others accountable for their own actions while still being respectful and empathetic. So, the next time you find yourself apologizing for something that isn't your fault, take a step back and assess the situation objectively. Ask yourself if you truly have something to apologize for, and if so, take responsibility and make amends. If not, then be assertive and refuse to take undue blame. By learning to apologize effectively and take responsibility only for your actions, you'll develop greater self-respect and assertiveness, and you'll attract healthier and more fulfilling relationships into your life. That concludes our discussion on the 5 problems with nice guys and their empowering solutions. If you relate to any of these problems, remember that you're not alone and that you have the power to change your mindset and behaviors by cultivating self-awareness, developing decision-making skills, practicing self-love and self-care, and learning to prioritize your own needs and boundaries. You can break free from the cycle of nice guy syndrome and live a more empowered and fulfilling life. At Idea Hive, we're committed to bringing you thought-provoking ideas and insights to help you reach your full potential. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more empowering content. And don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts and experiences on this topic. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.